Salaki about that. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakahakwadash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the beloved apostles, the beloved bishops, and the beloved elders of Great Millstone who rule well and have been appointed by Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai to teach 100% of the truth. And shalom to the hopeful elect of Israel, beloved brethren, out here in Babylon and across the four corners of the earth, preaching and teaching the 100% truth and the sincerity. Shalom to you few sisters who believe in the 100% truth, who learn in silence, who aid in the ministry. Shalom to all of you. Lord willing, this is a edifying video and exhorting as well. Dwara Yahweh Bashim Shai for giving me the opportunity to make this video as well. So I actually mixed up the intro, so Salakia about that. But the show must go on. I've repeated this video a lot of times, man. I'm trying to actually get in tune with making videos, but sometimes I'm on point, sometimes I stumble in my videos, but let me stop babbling. This is Sirach 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. This video is intended to exhort to never trust thine enemy. I'm gonna make this a quick video. I have a few precepts lined up, and just to nail in the point that you shouldn't trust your enemy. And I want to point out that Esau, so-called white man, he's not our only enemy. Starting with the top wicked elite who rule Babylon and the world through media, money, food and music, etc. Starting with them all the way down to the baser level of Edom, um, the so-called white man. They're not the only enemies that you should never trust. Okay, you should never trust the other nations too, because they've had their hand on Israel's neck before, and if given the opportunity, they would do it again. Because they don't want you to. No other nation wants you to be on. No other nation wants us to be on top. If even if Esau wasn't around, they'd want the next spot too. But it's given to Israel to be next. We got next. Okay, but yeah, like I said, never trust the other nations too. I don't care if they're cool. Even Esau, I don't give a shit if they're cool, or if you think if they're cool, or if you like their music or whatever. They're not your friends, and never trust them. As well as never trust 2/3 of Israel, of Jacob. Never trust them because they're wicked. They were created actually to be the 2/3, to be burnt up. Okay, that's their lot in life. Never trust them. And this is only for the hopeful elect. Okay? Well, through reincarnation, Israel will be saved. All right? Um, it was never intended for all of Israel to make it at the beginning, because only the elect is going to make it. But through the elect, the rest of the 2/3 of Israel will be reincarnated into into righteousness. Also, don't trust the wicked Israelites. Okay, don't trust the ones that teach false doctrines within the Israelite community. Like the names don't matter. Any Israelite that uses the word Christ, or I don't know if any Israelite community uses the word Yeshua, but avoid them, or Yah Israelites, avoid them too. Avoid ones that have crisped up line edge ups on their head. Avoid them, or anyone that says that the MOTB doesn't matter. I mean that the MOTB is not the RFID CHIP, which that's what it is, pertaining to Revelations 13, the Karagma. Okay, it is an RFID CHIP. That's what the MOTB is. Anyone telling you anything else is a deceiver, and you should avoid them. They're false prophets. Avoid them. They are all enemies. Now, without further ado, let me get some precepts and to nail in the point of this video. This is I think I already, yeah. You know what? This is Psalms. Let's get Psalms 58 and 3 first, because this is perfect for Esau. Okay. This is Psalms 58, 3 and 4. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear. Um, Esau, man, it's in them to lie, to be wicked, man. They were created for that. Pertaining to Romans 9, they were created to be a dishonor. Okay, that's their lot in life, and never trust them. Okay, because they might be friendly to you, but war's in their heart. Okay, never trust them. And it's crazy how verse 4 points them out to be the serpent. And it's crazy how Esau's lineage goes back to the serpent in the garden, which he wasn't an actual serpent, he was a man. But that's the way he behaves, as cunning and as wicked as as cunning as a snake. You know, so avoid them. And let's get 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 14 to keep nailing in this topic. This is 2 Corinthians 6 and 14. And I'm going to also read 15, Salakia. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. Okay, that can, I'm going to stop right there. That can also go for, the 2/3 of Israel who are Christians. They may have have they may know of God, but their 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 belief in the Most High ain't the same as our belief in the Most High. So even if they're like that, try not to be friends with them. Okay, that's just don't be unequally yoked with them. Reading on, for what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness, and what communion hath light with darkness? and I want to point that out. Also, that can be for the wicked Israelites, man. Don't don't tag along with them. Don't fellowship with them. Don't have their number. Don't have anything to do with any wicked Israelites, man. Just don't. And I'm going to read verse 15. And what concord hath Yahushai with Belial? Or what part hath he that believeth with an infidel? Let me read that in the NLT. What harmony can there be between Yahushai and the devil? How can a believer be partnered with an unbeliever? Hey, we could use that for 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 Esau, because Esau is akin to a devil, and also 2/3 of Israel. You know, they're not. We're not supposed to be mixed up with the wicked. See, never trust an enemy, and there's good reasons for that, because they're not being cleansed daily on a daily as the brothers of Great Millstone are. Don't give your trust or confide in anyone who isn't part of the brotherhood. Okay. Now let me get. Dang, I have my notes all scattered everywhere, Salakia. Let me get 1 John 4:19, and uh this is for the the 2/3 of Israel. Oh wow. Wait, I think I got 4 and 6, Salakia. Sorry. Yeah, so let me just read it and break it down. This is 1 John 4 and 6. We are of the Most High. He that knoweth the Most High heareth us. He that is not of the Most High heareth not us. Hereby we know, hereby know we the spirit of the truth and the spirit of error. So, and this goes for the 2/3 and also the so-called Hebrew Israelites that claim to teach 100% of the truth, man. They're not aware of the truth. They can't hear the truth, because if they did, they would repent and get with the program, but they don't. So they're in the spirit of error. Don't be acquainted with people of error, because they're going to cause you to go off. Okay? Just don't be unequally yoked with them, as it said in 2 Corinthians 6 and 14. Just avoid them. And I have another precept lined up. Let me see, because I kind of forgot what that one was about. This is Proverbs 4 and 19. Ah, this is Proverbs 4 and 19. The way of the wicked is as darkness. They know it not what they stumble. So we're supposed to be the children of light, okay? The ones who actively, you know, are prophets of doom, because we're supposed to be prophesying of it, but these people who are still trying to be in the house of mirth, or the wicked, like the heathen, they're always going to be in darkness. And you, as a child of light, you don't want to be mixed with a child of darkness, nor should you ever trust someone, an enemy. And the enemy is someone, is the wicked that's in darkness, that's in constant darkness, man. You don't want that to taint your spirit, man. Okay? Because it is a spiritual thing that we're in, and you don't want anything to taint your journey in this, because we're supposed to get better. We're not supposed to degrade. We're supposed to upgrade almost every day. Get better. And I think I made my point. Let me see what other precepts I have. Oh, and you know what? This could be a good one for anyone. So I had this as an example too. This is Matthew 12 and 30. Let me just read it and then explain it. He that is not with me is against me, and he that gathereth not with me scattereth abroad. So anyone who never trust the wicked, okay? So anyone who doesn't try to do what we do, namely sigh and cry, don't trust them, because you can have family members or a spouse that hears what you're a part of, and they're like, why are you always complaining? Why what else, what can we do, even if we know about the Epstein files and all that, blah blah blah. But here we are sighing and crying, and telling you that you should do the same, and if you don't, you're actually not gathering, man. You're scattering. So they're enemies to the whole mission of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. So always avoid people who don't try to gather with you too, who really don't want to say anything, because by not saying anything, they're scattering. Okay, but with that, I'll end the video there. I wanted to make this a quick video. I actually tried making the video like a couple of times, and I kept messing up. I don't know why, but Lord willing, this was edifying as well as exhorting. Till the next video, shalom.